to be a sacred day of rest, a little bit of a burden. Rest in what God has provided for them. They misunderstood because their idea of the Sabbath was refraining from work. And let's be honest, that's what a lot of us think of. But this is Jesus' way of letting them know that God values life over ritual. The Sabbath is never meant to be this rigid list of do's and don'ts. It's designed to fill us with life by allowing us to be people who can rest in God's care. To help you understand what I mean by that, I want to go back to my example in college. The unfortunate thing about me using my itinerary to create this list of to-dos and then doing them before they needed to be done is that in hindsight, I realized I missed completely the point of those assignments. I just looked at them as a bunch of tasks to complete. But in reality, they were designed in such a way to shape me as a student, to shape me as a thinker. And similarly, the Sabbath isn't a checklist for us to conquer. It's a rhythm that is designed to mold us, to turn us into people who trust in God. Jesus sums this up perfectly when he says that the Son of Man is Lord over the Sabbath. In other words, Jesus is constantly referring to himself as the Son of Man. In other words, he's saying, I created the Sabbath, so let me tell you what it's for. It's not about striving to earn God's favor by doing absolutely nothing. It's about resting in his grace. So the Sabbath, you can say, is first and foremost this invitation to rest. And I'll admit, I struggle with this. I struggle with it a lot. I'm restless. I tie my worth to what I accomplish. Maybe you do too. But the Sabbath invites us to stop striving and to remember that our worth isn't in what we do, but in who we are as God's children. It's an invitation to trust that God is enough. The Sabbath is this gift, a sacred time to rest and to trust in God's provision.